Assalamu alaikum. Let's today move to an interesting topic, which is solving equations involving indices and logarithms. In the previous classes, we did learn indices and logarithms, and today we will see how to solve equations involving indices and logarithms. Let me start with this example. Find the value of x which satisfies this equation. So what we are going to do is we are going to find the value of x that will satisfy this equation, i.e. will make the left side of this equation equals to the right side of the equation. So the solution of this kind of equation will be as follows. See, it's very obvious here. We have 200 multiplied by this bracket raised to the power x, and on the other side of the equation we have 20,000. So let's divide both sides of this equation by 200. So we want to get rid of these 200 by dividing this equation by 200. So we will have 1.1 to the power of x equals 100, because if we divide 20,000 by 100, we will get, if we divide 20,000 by 200, we will get 100. Then the next step is we take the log of both sides of this equation. So take logarithms of both sides of this equation. We will get log of the left side of the equation equals to log of the right side of the equation. Now, based on rule 3 of logarithms, these x can be brought in front of the log. So it becomes x multiplied by log 1.1. This is based on rule 3 of the rules of logarithms. And the right side here is log 100. So divide both sides of this equation by log 1.1. We will have x equals to log 100 divided by log 1.1. Now, using your calculator, you will get this number, 48.32. So the value of x that will satisfy the equation is 48.32. Now, if you want to confirm whether your answer is correct or not, you go back to the original equation and substitute x by the value which we obtained just now. If you put x here, which we obtained just now, and use your calculator, you will find the left side of this equation is equivalent to the right side of the equation, that is 20,000. So this is the way we solve this kind of question. Let's have another example. We also need to find the value of x that will satisfy this equation. We don't have to divide both sides by any number, because on the left side here we have 5 index x, on the right side we have 2 times 3 index x. So what we will do is we'll just take the logarithm of both sides of this equation. So log the left side equals to the log of right side. Now if we look at the right side of this equation, what we will see here, we have log multiplication of two numbers, 2 and the 3 index x. So if we apply the first rule of logarithms, this log can be written in terms of 2 logs. So the right side of the above equation will be log 2 plus log 3 index x, because this 2 multiplied by 3 index x, so we can separate this and write 2 logs. So we have log 2 plus log 3 index x. Now, if you look at this last term, we have log 3 index x. Based on the rules of indices, rule number 3, this x can be brought in front of the log. So the left side is the same, the first term and the right side is the same, the second term becomes x log 3. Now see, here we have x multiplied by log 3, and on the left side we have x multiplied by log 5. So if we collect these two terms, what we will get is x log 5 minus x log 3 equals log 2. Now let's take x as a common factor. Then we will have x as a common factor, log 5 minus log 3. Now if we divide, or before we divide, okay, let's divide first. Divide both sides by this bracket, then we will get log 2 divided by log 5 minus log 3. Now this log 5 minus log 3, it's based on the rule number 2 of the logarithms. We can write this as log 2 divided by log 5 by 3, because log 5 by 3 is log 5 minus log 3. Now, if you use your calculator for log 2 and log 5 by 3, you will get this answer, that is 1.36. Again, if you want to confirm your answer, you go back to the original equation and replace x by 1.36, the value that we obtained just now. Put x 1.36 here, find the left side of this equation, and then you put x 1.36 and you evaluate the right side. You will find that both of them are equivalent to each other. Here we have some practice problem. Solve the following equations for x. This is the first problem, is 3 index x equals 7. So we need to evaluate the value of x. And the other problem is 5 times 2 index x equals 10 index x. So we need to find the value of x. Well, we will solve these questions together during our class, inshallah. So try to solve them at home, and we will discuss the solution in the coming class. That's all from me today. Thank you very much, and I will see you during the class. Assalamu alaikum.